As soon as the game began, I got right to work making bonds. Some of these bonds included real estate sign, radio, lasergate, bag of trinkets, fake idol, Mad Bull, ivory, foam finger, cloud factory, monster bowl, and disintegration drink. One alliance I formed on sour citrus consisted of Mad Bull, radio, fake idol, and I. There was an onion alliance that had everyone but Mad Bull. After the results came out, sour citrus went up for elimination. Because Ivory plays the worst out of everyone on the team, a big target was placed on his back. Ivory had a lot of trust with me, so he immediately talked to me after the results. I pitched a Mad Bull to Ivory to make him feel safe and not play Sticky Totem. Ivory believed the Mad Bull would get out in a 5-3 vote, but it was actually him. This round was very simple. In the Sour Citrus chat, Brick offered himself as a tribute. Everyone was on board with it, and Brick got out on a 7-0 vote. A duo with Radio was formed a couple rounds after. This was by far the hardest round in the pre-merge. The majority wanted to vote for grape soda, but I was originally fine with. Bag of Trinkets came up to me pitching Mad Bull. They said that Mad Bull would be too powerful if left unchecked. They made some great points, but Mad Bull was our biggest challenge player. We were already struggling with challenges, so this would have caused us to lose more challenges. After weighing my options with Radio, we decided it would be best if we would go for a Red Bull. Because Fake Idol wasn't filled in with the plan, there would be a drift between us. To gain back his trust, I told Fake Idol that Bag of Trinkets told me that there was an alliance between Mad Bull, Grape Soda, and himself. Because of this, little old me got so scared of Mad Bull playing a middle game. To hide the fact that Radio and I was close, I told Fake Idol that Radio was in on the plan because Bag of Trinkets didn't trust him. This lie brought Fake Idol back to me and gained me his trust. I knew voting out of a big challenge threat would be risky this early, but I firmly believe if I had voted Grape Soda, I wouldn't have made it here. In the end, it strengthened my individual bonds with all of my teammates. This round was simple. The team wanted to start prioritizing challenge strength, so that meant we would have to boot Grape Soda. There was no objection to the majority or Bag of Trinkets, so Grape Soda went. This was my last pre-merge elimination. The only person not part of the majority was Bag of Trinkets. And goodbye. I was confident if Sour Citrus went up for elimination again, I would be in a safe position because I was Fake Idol and Radio's closest ally. Throughout the remainder of the pre-merge, I found an exit and truth ticket. In the preparation for the merge, an alliance between all of Sour Citrus, Lasergate, Haunted Candle, and Monster Bowl was formed. What the fuck? The first merge round was very chaotic because many names were thrown out, but the two main names were Foam Finger and Lasergate. The reason for voting Lasergate was because he was a massive social threat. The reason for Foam Finger was that I had no strong connection to them. I knew Lasergate would be a loyal ally to me, therefore I voted Foam Finger. In a narrow 6-5 to 1 vote, Foam Finger barely got out. After reviewing the round, I put together that most of the chaos was caused by Disintegration Drink throwing out a bunch of names. He was also in a strong social position, so I wanted it out ASAP. I wanted Disintegration Drink out. If they stayed, the chaos would continue and I was sick of it. After talking with Fake Al and Radio individually about this integration drink vote, they were down. To hide my involvement, I got Fake Al to get Lasergate to tell Monster Bowl and Haunted Candle to vote this integration drink. That way, if the vote got leaked, all fingers will be pointing to Fake Idol. Also, Radio and I talked with Life Orb about voting for a disintegration drink. And in a 7-2 vote, disintegration drink got taken out. Without anybody knowing, I orchestrated a blindside against disintegration drink, the player with the best chance at winning, while minimizing the amount of people I talked to. After talking with Lasergate, they said that Radio was trying to blindside Disintegration Drink. I was fine with this as long as the target was off me. For the following round, I wanted to stay low to avoid someone potentially piecing together what I did last round. The vote was between Life Orb and Fake Idol, and I wanted to vote Life Orb because I wanted to keep Sour Citrus strong for now. Cloud Factory and Cookie Jar were also in the plan. Unfortunately for us, the majority wanted Fake Idol gone. Luckily, Fake Idol had an exit ticket which led to the Life Orb getting out in a 5-3 to 1 vote. Wait, that's weird. 5 of us were supposed to vote Life Orb. Someone flipped. I wonder who it was. By the start of the next round, we were still wondering who flipped. In the Sour Citrus group chat, we came to the conclusion that it must have been Cookie Jar. It was also starting to be clear that there was a trio of Monster Bowl, Haunted Candle, and Rice Ball. Later on, I was informed by Radio that Fake Idol thought the flipper was potentially me. He planned on testing me, so I stayed on my toes for any test of loyalty. In the Sour Citrus group chat, Fake Idol threw out Rice Ball. I was fine with it, but I was later told by Radio that Fake Idol was trying to orchestrate a split between Monster Bowl and a Rice Ball, where I'd be the only Rice Ball vote. This was the test. If I voted for Rice Ball, it would prove my loyalty to Fake Idol. I was confident that Monster Bowl was going to get out, so I went along with it and voted Rice Ball. but an immunity ticket played by Monster Bull caused a blindside on Fake Idol. My stray vote for Rice Ball made it look like I had no allegiance to any side, which will be important later. This round was either gonna make or break my game. I needed someone from the trio to get out because if they stayed intact, they would gain control of the game. The social dynamics look like this, with Cloud Factory and Cookie Jar in the middle. At the start of the round, Monster Bull approached me about wanting to ally under the assumption that neither side trusted me because I was straight voted last round. Monster Bull threw out Lasergate as a target and I went along with it. While talking with Lasergate, it was brought up that Haunted Candle was the vote because he wanted to vote for Radio. This revealed some mistrust between the trio because Monster Bull wasn't filled in on the Radio vote. Haunted Candle later on tried to convince me to vote for Radio and said that Rice Ball had 3 tickets. Later on, Lasergate was like, actually, let's vote for Rice Ball. I was fine with the vote, but it was so sudden. And there were a bunch of rumored ticket plays that weren't true, and a bunch of more that happened. And there's a kicker. In the literal last minute before deadline, there was a swap back to Haunted Candle. All the vote flips combined with the ticket plays made me super anxious and worried. But luckily, our plan worked, which sent Haunted Candle packing. I originally wanted to vote for a Monster Ball this round, but their immunity kind of fucked me over. An alliance called Blue Ball Ice Cream Enjoyers was formed, which consisted of Cookie Jar, Lasergate, Radio, and I. At this point, it was us against Monster Ball and Rice Ball. Cloud Factory had a loose connection to them. We were nervous about Rice Ball's tickets, so the only safe option was to go for Cloud Factory. But Rice Ball and Monster Ball had every ticket under the sun and stole Lasergate and my votes. This led to the blindside of Radio. Although I was already planning on blindsiding Radio, this was too soon because I needed him for an extra vote. I started to prepare for Finale, and I wanted to bring Cookie Jar and Cloud Factory because I felt I had the best odds against them. Although Monster Ball was up for eliminating this round, we knew she would have another ticket up her sleeve. Plus, she still had Lasergate's truth ticket that she stole from him a couple rounds ago. I suggested Rice Ball as a vote because they likely didn't have any tickets and it wasn't the obvious vote. To counter the truth ticket Monster Ball may have had, we would vote for Monster Ball and then switch to Rice Ball right before the deadline. Lasergate and I traded my X ticket for his half ticket. An hour before the deadline, Lasergate got word from Cloud Factory that they were voting for Cookie Jar. Lasergate played his exit ticket on Cookie Jar. I played the half on Lasergate because I knew Lasergate was more likely to get votes than me because I was laying low. Cloud Factory was honest about the Cookie Jar being the vote, so the exit ticket nullified all of Cookie Jar's votes and we blindsided Rice Ball. I still don't understand why Cookie Jar didn't tell us about the second exit ticket, but it's whatever. This round had by far the hardest decision I had to make in the entire game. With tickets out of play and Monster Ball being up for elimination, it seemed like it would obviously be Monster Ball, right? Well, Monster Ball put into Lasergate's head that Cookie Jar was the best vote because they were in a duel with Cloud Factory. She also said that if Cookie Jar didn't go, Cloud Factory would easily win the season. Although this sounds scary, Monster Ball was up for elimination. This could have been our only time to take out Monster Ball. Lasergate and Monster Ball were voting for Cookie Jar and Cloud Factory were voting for Monster Ball. I was the swing vote. After thinking about it for way too long, I came to the decision of voting Monster Ball. I knew if I didn't tell Lasergate before the elimination, I could possibly lose his trust. I talked to Lasergate and he said it was fine with me voting Monster Ball, but was keeping his vote on Cookie Jar to make it look like Cloud Factory was trying to blindside him. We faked some chat logs to frame Cloud Factory of scheming against Cookie Jar. In the end, my swing vote got Monster Ball out. Oh hey, I won the challenge. If it hadn't been for the shenanigans of last round, I probably would have voted for Lasergate right away. But after what Monster Ball said about Cloud Factory last round, I needed to think carefully about this round. I knew I had Cookie Jar in my back pocket, so it all boiled down to who I wanted out. Cloud Factory pitched Lasergate to me, and I went along with it. After much consideration, I decided to vote for Lasergate. I know this seems like a bad decision from the outside, but hear me out. Although Cloud Factory would have destroyed us in the challenge, I believe Lasergate would have too if he made it to the finale. The deal breaker was the jury section. I believe that Lasergate would have had a stronger favorite with the jury than Cloud Factory. Later on, I talked with Cookie Jar and they were on board. In a 3-1 vote, Lasergate got voted out. It's the finale! I never thought I'd get this far, let's face it, I'm no TV star. But now I'm in the final 3, let's hope that the victor is me. But seriously, I played a sneaky and smart game while keeping my threat level on the down low. Throughout the game, there was no point where I could have gotten out. I made correct decision after correct decision, and those decisions led me here. Compared to Alfie and Aster, I believe I've played a stronger strategic game. But in the end, it's up to the jurors to decide who really plays better. Thank you Pillow Pepper and Hal for giving me the opportunity to compete. Thank you.